Imani, any thoughts on Park's input? No. fuck Park's input. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Imani.
Parks.
And you're now tuned into the JBP Rewind.
Woo!
Yeah, we smoked it. We smoked it.
Oh, my niece loves Rod Wave. Loves his music.
Listen.
It's like favorite artist. So when he was here, I was like, yo, you mind I put the face on so my niece can say hello?
Oh. Right here?
Nah, when the show was over. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you niggas get money and start acting like stuck up assholes. I think that's fly. I think as me
How old
being
is your
her.
niece?
I was raised in an era where that was like frowned upon. As a studio guy, like you can't be like,
There was no FaceTime at that point.
it don't matter. It's still just part of the code that I was brought up in. No, you don't take pictures of motherfuckers that come in the studio or any studio or anywhere where they're not posing or expecting to be taking pictures of. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
All right, that's cool.
Shout out to you, man.
Respect.
Okay, y'all in the same boat.
Y'all real niggas. Salute.
Yeah, y'all real.
Yo, I'm a sensitive bitch, yo. Oh, shit. All right, question. Imani, when Rod Wave was in the studio, you asked him to FaceTime your niece. When you look back at that, would you make the same choice? Yeah. Yo, let me tell y'all something. I realized that y'all have changed. So have I. Back in the day, Parks is right. Back in the days, that would have been the corniest thing to do. It would have been so tacky. And you're absolutely right. I no longer subscribe to that shit. I think today, the flyest thing you can do sometimes might come up a little tacky, but you can recognize when one of the guests is cool enough to just allow that to take place. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Not here though, because I don't want niggas clowning me like how they did last time. But yeah, I'll do it again.
Parks, were you thrown off by Imani doing that? Have you seen him like do that before when certain stars come in the room?
I've never seen Imani fan out. So I was thrown off.
But I didn't fan out though.
You fanned out. But not for you. You can fan out for someone else.
That's true.
And you did that. No, I've never seen that before. But it's okay. We all have people that we idolize and we'll break our code for, and sometimes that's Rod Wave.
Me idolizing another man for someone else is nasty.
So shout out to Rod Wave, man. He's
Salute
a
Rod Wave.
star,
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. My niece loved it, man.
Nice guy, man.
Let's see what we got here. All right. How is the approach when you have guests in the studio? It's clear the Joe Budden podcast likes to approach artist interviews differently than other platforms. What makes the show's interviews different? For me, my approach is being that I was an artist, I guess still an artist to some degree. I always remember the questions that I would have rather the interviewer ask me. And I think a lot of artists sometimes get tired of being asked the same redundant, boring questions. And because they're in music, you think you have to lend all your questions to music and not their personal side. So I try to think of what would I want an interviewer to ask me as an artist. And that's where I lend all my questions to.
I like it.
All right. Is the general sentiment of the show to be different than other shows? Only at what point should you ask the questions everyone wants to hear? Do you think audiences are tired of messiness? No. First, off, let's get to the last question. No. They love the mess. They're looking to see how messy we can get. I don't think this platform is messy. I think we're playful, which can come off as messy at times, but I don't think we're messy, so I wouldn't lean into that. What was the first question?
We're a little bit messy. That's all right.
I mean, I think we're messy with the people we know we can be
That's true.
messy with or funny with. And Joe has a nice rapport with most of the guests that come up. So
That's fair.
I think that lends general sentiment of the show to be different. I don't think we have to try to be different. It's mad motherfuckers up there. Naturally, we gonna be mad different because it's about 6 to 7 personalities at any point. So I think we don't have to try to do anything different. We just are different. That's it.
Bars.
Come on, man. I might be able to still fucking be an artist.
Now, Parks, you vehemently disagreed with Imani asking Rod Wave to take a picture. Do you think it hurts the professionalism of the show or just the interview overall? I don't recall if the photo op happened before or after the interview,
After.
then I don't think that hurts the professionalism of the show or the interview because it happened after the fact. Had it happened before, that could be really fucking weird because now it's like I'm here with a groupie.
Yeah.
So,
Parks has found every way to say the most. Yo, you idolize this man, and you might have been a groupie.
but for someone else, not you personally. So no, I don't think, but it could. It could.
Yes, yeah.
And I do think that having standards for how we interact with artists, whether they're professionally enforced or we just enforce it by making fun of you on camera, is a good thing because not you obviously, but someone else may do some goofy shit. That wasn't goofy shit, but someone else could do some extra goofy shit and make the interview awkward or uncomfortable. So I think it's a good standard to set.
Yeah. Imani, any thoughts on Parks' input? No. fuck Parks' input. Nah, Parks is most likely going to speak from a place of logic anytime he has input. So I can never be offended by the input. And he was right, but like I said, I changed. Like fuck his input.
You're a star now, man. You're a star. Star rules are different.
Am I? Oh.
Hey, I mean, you're working on it. Should these types of conversations happen off air? Fuck no. No, I think that part of the beauty of this show is our transparency with our fans, even if it's semi-staged transparency. I think these conversations are funny and interesting, and people can learn from the etiquette that we talked about in this conversation and on that conversation. So yeah, I think it should happen on air. It's fun.
Yeah, I think everything should happen on air. Honestly, I might have not said that a year ago, but today I think people just love our personalities, so we need to give them that in every type of way that we can. So a lot of that is built around some of the off-air conversations that we would love to be able to bring.
There's some stuff that we can't bring to air, but this I think is fair game.
But if we could bring some of that stuff on air, y'all would love us even more.
Or hate us. It could go bad. Yeah. It could go bad. It gets the fuck out of here for some of the off-camera shit.
Are there any guests you can't wait to have in the studio? You know what? I'll be honest with you. The one guest that, and Joe's already interviewed him, but I would love for Mike Tyson to come through at some point.
Ooh, yeah.
Like I'm Mike Tyson fan, not just boxing, just him as a human. I would love for him, Janet Jackson.
Okay.
It's all legends. It ain't nobody new. Oh no, actually Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Legend in the making.
I shouldn't say it during Black History Month, but yeah, that's my little, that's my milk crush. So I'm fanning out for. I might get fired for that. I ain't gonna lie. That might be I might have to slip her the phone number.
Yeah, now you can just tap now, so it's even easier.
That's true. So that's it, yeah.
Mike Tyson would be dope. I got shut out of the last Mike Tyson interview, and I'm still tight about that. So
That's fucked up.
I don't look to guests that excitedly. I mean, I'm excited when I learn about guests coming up here, but there's not really too many people that I'm like dying to interview because I kind of like kicking it with the people that we have up here. That being said, I'm thankful for guests, and I'm especially thankful when a guest comes up here and just blows us away. Pause. Even if it's someone like, Teddy Riley obviously was great. Jill was obviously great. What's my man from Memphis that was up here? Ice Peoples.
Oh, Starlito
and Don Tripp. That was absolutely incredible, and I had nothing in my head to be excited about. I'm not really. I like his rapping, but I've never heard him interview. I've never met him. I don't know too much about him, and it blew me away. And we've had a bunch of guests like that. So LL is incredible. ASAP was great. Yeah, for sure.
What's his name?
So
Sweetie is one that you would want, right?
I don't need it, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Yeah.
I know.
I'd like to hear what she has to say.
I know.
I'm sure she's a good conversationalist.
Me too.
Nigga, you own the pizza restaurant.
Yo, I'm listening. Y'all
You
keep
gonna own it,
Y'all keep
Imani.
joking.
You gonna own it,
I'm
Imani.
forcing all you still
And it's gonna
single
have, like,
niggas to hurry
musical
up
breaks on
and
the
get
front.
married. Y'all still here with me? We still in the same couch.
You gonna own the pizza shop, and it's going to have, like, music notes on
It
the
ain't but
front.
3 niggas on this pod that can even play around with that.
Sir,
Mark and Flip. The rest of y'all need to just keep it quiet.
Parks is married too.
Yes, you still on the same boat.
We're not on the same boat.
He said that.
I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the only 3 people that have made that jump to being someone's husband.
But there's a jump
I
before
gotta
that
get
jump
me
that
a
you haven't made.
Cool.
So don't act like. Don't act.
Hold on.
No, because you do that a lot.
Position.
You do that a lot.
Yeah,
and I
because y'all
shut up.
lean on that a lot.
I don't lean on shit.
Let's go, Freaks.
But you do that a lot.
Oh my God.
You do that a lot. You try to shoot back at niggas who
I
ain't
wouldn't
married
call
yet.
them freaks.
But there's a
Fight,
step
fight,
between
fight.
marriage and where
Hey,
you
y'all shoot
are.
at a nigga who's single, so I can shoot
We
back
not shooting
y'all.
at you for being
Make
single. We
the
shooting at you
jump
for being
because I'm still
outside.
at the same pace that y'all on.
No, you're not.
I can end up
No,
married
you're not.
before y'all.
No, you're not.
Me and Ice gonna have a sensitive off one day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Imani, this marriage topic drove you off the deep end. Why was that such? It did? All right.
The deep end.
Why was that such an issue for you? It wasn't. It wasn't an issue at all. But I will say, and no offense to anyone that might be offended by the statement, but people aren't allowed to get credit for playing house. All right? I'll pause there because that's essentially what everyone is doing until you're married. I don't care how long you've been with the person. I don't care what other things you take and add into the infrastructure of your household and all of it. If you're not married, you playing house. And guess what? I play house every week
Oh shit.
with someone new. So we at the same pace. I don't want to hear none of this shit that niggas be talking about. I don't. And I'm being funny when I say that, but I feel it. Like I really do feel like that. Like I feel if I meet someone next month and we are together for 6 months, 7 months, and I propose and we get married right after that, while the people who are in 6, 7, 8, 9 year relationships not married, there's nothing you can say to me after that. So we all on the same race down the aisle. You might be a couple of feet ahead of me, but I can 100% surpass you. So, damn, I guess I was on the deep end. That shit got me a little more.
Yeah.
Leave my house, fucking playing house niggas.
Wow. Okay.
Imani, do you think you're the person who gets critiques on the show the most when it comes to narratives? I think mine probably are sometimes a little funnier to lean into. I think Ish has a lot of narratives. Joe has a lot of narratives.
Ice got a lot of
Ice got
narratives.
a lot of narratives. Like, nah, I don't think I'm the most. I think they probably hit differently because some of the narratives to me are narratives that a lot of people wouldn't be able to like lean into or be comfortable with. Like the homeless thing, the broke thing, the womanizer thing, all those things
There's
are
some
like,
narratives, yeah, I didn't think about it.
Those are things that a lot of people wouldn't be able to like really be okay and go home and sleep good with. All the other narratives that people got to deal with is like not really that detrimental. So, but most no. I think the most damaging narratives I have.
Damn, we damaging.
Parks, who do you think leans in the best and who do you think is the worst with the narratives?
I think that Imani leans best into the narratives. Outside of Joe, I feel like Joe, we could probably take out a lot of these conversations because he, first of all, weaves all the narratives.
And he creates it for himself.
Yeah, he creates it for himself and for others. I think Imani probably leans in the best. Yeah, he has a lot of fun with it. I don't love the don't center me shit because it's a show. But I also understand why you say that. But everyone gets centered. Anyway, I think that Imani is the best. I think that Ice is probably the worst. And I don't think that he's not good at playing into the role, I guess. Like, he could just lean into it, and he don't lean in, really. He just lets everyone get their shit off and sits there. And I guess Ish would be kind of in the middle. I think Flip is pretty good with the narratives, too. Because even if he doesn't lean into them, he fires back in a way that's entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't think Mark really has a lot of narratives. I don't think that Mona really has a lot of narratives.
Have you ever had conversations or let other cast members know what areas are off limits for you? I'll let you answer that first.
No, not really. I don't think anything's off limits. I think that people just don't necessarily. Maybe I'm not divisive enough or something. I don't have a lot of narratives really, at least like salacious ones. So I don't really have to. I'm okay with my wife pays half the rent and shit like that.
I would be okay too. It's fine. You body it.
It's fine.
Yeah, I have a couple of times.
Now you check some people.
A couple of times.
On air and off air.
Yeah. Ish one time on air, and then we cut it out.
That's true. That was early too.
Yeah. Flip, which almost got into a fight.
Flip's a violator though.
Yeah.
Flip will take something you say, do not say, and will say it. Parks, when you see a cast member take a conversation hard on air, what is your immediate thought? Is it to get the content or have a genuine conversation? Also ask Imani. It's really awkward when someone takes something hard on air. My thought is usually like, first of all, I let the tape roll because fuck it, we can always take it out. But sometimes you can't unhear things that are said in the room. And now shit is just fucking weird. But I do believe in like, let's get it and chop it out. So the answer is to get the content. Or I don't think it has to be either or. The question here is it to get the content or have a genuine conversation? And I think it can be both. I think the conversation can be genuine even if it has to get cut out.
I think there's a way to do both, which is why this environment is really good, because we all have a rapport with each other that goes deeper than just podcasting. So like I can feel like even if I take a hard turn on the conversation, I can still make sure that it's still a good conversation for us, and I'm not gonna leave the podcast feeling a way about it or anything like that. So I think it's still good for the viewers. Yeah, I think it's a balance. I think we can go ahead and have a real serious conversation that actually divulges how we feel about certain things, but still make it good content for people. And like I said, we have genuine relationships. So sometimes you need that, and sometimes the best time to do it is on air for y'all to judge. Okay, how would each of you label your roles on the show? I don't know how I would title the role. I just think that whenever something is needed and I can see a way to provide it, whether it be time to be serious, whether it be time to make a joke, be the joke, lean into a narrative, I just think we all have to be that. Like, we're 100% going to always lean into Mark to lead a political conversation. But he's also going to be funny as fuck while he's doing everything else. So, I don't know. I don't think we have labels. I don't see us as having labels. I just think we all provide what we need to provide at the moment that it needs to be provided.
Agreed. I think that's a teamwork thing, and I think that you and I both share that because we're both from the music world. We played in bands. We've been on tour with Joe, for instance, and we're both doing background vocals, and we get in where we need to get in. I think we kind of have roles. I kind of think of us sometimes as like a football team or something like that. I think me personally, I'm a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. If you need me to sit on the couch and be a main character, I can do that. If you need me to sit off to the side and not say shit, I can do that. If you need a joke here and there, I can do that. I can get serious. I can get insightful. But I try not to overshine the people that are on the main stage because they're on the main stage. So yeah, I feel like I'm a Swiss Army knife, and I think that you're the kind of the sixth man off the bench. You're Tony Kukoc with it.
Yeah.
Right now.
I do know that, for example, when we would go on tour, there was nights where I would open up, sing on Joe's set, do some of the rap backgrounds, bring out some of the merch,
Word.
and then also maybe drive to the next city.
Facts.
You just never know what you're going to be needed for. So yeah, I think we all lean into that.
Yeah, we try to make ourselves useful in whatever way we need to.
Mark was asking about the Levi shit. I still want to hear about getting in the house at 4 in the morning. I was thinking that too. I could not get that off.
How would I describe myself?
I'm a lunatic, right?
He's been caught cheating before.
In a long-term relationship, tit for tat is sick.
Well, no.
Way too much touching.
I like that.
Did he show you the handshake yet? Stupid. Amateur hour over here. I don't want to look at him.
You wear shirts and hoodies in the pool. So? You don't talk to me again
you wear
about
shirts and hoodies in the pool?
Wear the hoodie in the pool.
You say a lot of tricky words.
No, I don't. I say regular words that's tricky to you.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Oh, I feel like I know where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
How does it feel to get left out? Are you truly being left out? You know what? Let me answer this in a very honest way. Felt like shit. At first. It did. You would want to be a part of national televised commercials and brands and all these different things that help highlight yourself being a part of something as huge as this. So at first, yes, highly upset. When you take a step back and you actually look at the totality of everything and you look at how long this has been moving, and I am very new to the structure of this. At no point do I think I would ever need to be added before someone like Mark, because Mark is Mark and he provides what he provides and he's already been nationally known. Who am I to say, put me before it? Sounds crazy. It's a business. I'm not here to reap the benefits of every aspect of the company. Like, it's not my time to be added in that way. Do I think it's intentionally done? No. At first I did though.
Yeah, I'm not.
At first I was like, all right, nigga, this is back to back to back to back. I'm gonna have to slide one of you niggas. But no. I would be lying if I said at some point you wouldn't want to be added. But if I'm not added, I'm not added. And I'm also one of those people that feel like you go ahead and you build yourself up to the point where they can no longer not add you. To me, it's more of a challenge and a motivation to do better and get better than making me like mad at the company or my friends and shit.
Listen, man, as someone who was left out of shit for the first 6 years of this podcast,
yeah,
I feel him. And you're right. You gotta just keep fucking working.
Yeah, that's
and eventually you'll get a fucking billboard in Times Square.
Oh, nah. Well, let's be clear. Next shit.
Put me in that.
Yo, I'm sliding somebody on camera. At least put me in like the background cloud or some shit. Like draw me in. Do something.
I mean, for you, like the articles would be the one that would make me the most
Rolling
mad.
Stone.
New York Times.
New York Times.
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
It's only a little 6 extra letters. Throw that shit up in there.
Like I could have
hurt none.
I could have printed that shit out, put it in a nice little frame, put it to the crib. You know what that would have did for me at the crib? A chick walked in and see Imani and what? Y'all playing?
Yeah, it's foul. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, come on, yo. Oh shit, yo. All right. Whoever's writing this shit,
messy.
Ian, it's you, Ian. I know. Imani, you have been left out of multiple ad campaigns. Have you ever wondered why? Yeah, I wondered why. The fuck? Yeah.
I've wondered why.
Yeah, I've wondered why. But I have an answer, and the clear answer is there is segments of this podcast that is, I think, the YouTube version is more nationally known and more broadcast than the Patreon. And because I'm not a part of that sector of the podcast and I'm more of a Patreon edition, I can understand why if we're doing press, the press is going to read and the publicists and all the writers are going to focus on the YouTube version of the. So I that's what I've told myself. Now I could be lying to myself just so I can sleep easier at night. But who knows? I don't know.
I do think they're kind of two different shows.
It is.
And we don't really treat it that way, but they kind of are.
Yeah.
So it does make a little bit of sense. That being said, put my man's name in the, you know what I mean? It's right there. Just,
And I'm not, I mean, I gain weight, but I'm not even that like,
no,
like
you're
big.
pretty, bro. Go ahead, man.
You can
He's a good looking guy, man.
Come on. Y'all can add me in.
Go ahead, man.
There's a narrative out there that everyone but Joe is replaceable. What would you say about that narrative? I don't agree. I think Joe and Parks are irreplaceable. I don't think the show works the way it works, and not just when we talk about on camera, just the infrastructure doesn't. I mean, shit, Erickson.
Yeah.
There's certain people that we don't talk about enough that are not replaceable in my eyes. Corey, shit, people that are the staple of what this foundation looks like, and then you can add pieces in and out. But I do see a world where the show consistently has new pieces and new people added and people leave. And I think that's the greatest thing about it, is that this platform is so dope that as long as you do have the centerpieces like Joe, yourself, and all that, you can make this shit work no matter what. Me personally, I would always want to see Isa-ish, just because that friendship dynamic is still very big to me as far as the show goes. So if you totally lose that, I think the show goes in a whole new direction. That may be good or whatever, but for me as a viewer, a fan of the show, I would always want to keep someone there to deliver that real friendship aspect to the show.
Yeah, I think the show needs friends. Always has and always will. I think I think there could be a Joe Budden show that's just Joe, and that would be fine. But I think the dynamic, and a bunch of it's again back to the football team thing. If you put a bunch of free agent mercenaries on there, that shit ain't gonna really last too long. Yeah. Whereas opposed, if you have a farm built from the ground up with real relationships, real culture, that's gonna work long term better. Nah, come on.
What should I be playing?
I got you.
How? You got the fishnets on with the thighs?
Yeah. What? Big Demona in the building.
That's what you
It's
doing
a
to
real
these
one's
niggas?
birthday. Hey.
Yo, that's what you doing?
Mona.
Shit.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Mona, you look great.
Thank
you look
you.
marvelous.
I appreciate that. I want the people to know he just had Britney Spears queued up like that for me.
I did.
Oh, you look good.
The audience might be surprised to see Joe did not play Oops, I Did It Again, and then it was you. Why'd you decide to play that song? Because she looked like Britney Spears in the video. And it might be the wrong video, actually, but the sentiment was there. I think it might have been Oops, I Did It Again. Oh, no, that is Oops, I Did It Again. I think I did it right, but there's a chance that it might have been the wrong song. But Britney Spears, schoolgirl outfit, no-brainer. How comfortable do you feel addressing the production issues of the show now versus when you started? I feel perfectly fine. I mean, it's I don't know what the issues are. I'd be curious to hear them. I do think it's been a work in progress and a growth and evolution. Yeah, I would love to hear issues if it's a negative issue. I'd be very curious to hear those. Do you see yourself as a producer? Yeah, I definitely see myself as a producer. On the show specifically, yes. In general, yes. I think me and Erickson, at the very least, are technical producers, but I think that myself, Ice, Joe, and now Mark are the primary bringers of content in terms of what we're going to talk about, topics, things of that nature. So yeah, I definitely see myself as a producer. And not the only producer, multiple producers on the show.
At what point in your time in the podcast did you start to feel like a producer?
I don't know if I can pinpoint the year, but I would say, I would say maybe after the first year of the Spotify deal, I would consider myself a producer. Starting, and it was a kind of a ramp up in terms of how much I was producing, but somewhere in that area, I think I was contributing more than just being an audio engineer. And, I know I'm the one-liner guy, and that's cool, but I do a lot more than that and have been for quite some time.
Are you happy feeling like a producer, or would you rather go back to just coming in to talk about things that you didn't have to pick?
I would like to do more producing, to be honest with you. So I'm happy being a producer. I love my role, and I think just like the production issues or whatever the first card mentioned is an evolution, and I play my role on the show. So whatever my role needs to be, it changes over time, depending on the cast, depending on the millions of different variables. So I like both. I don't want to speak for him, but I think that it's a product of having this fucking ensemble that we have, where he doesn't have to fucking drive the boat the entire time at all times. It's super high energy. True.
But
you got a bunch of people up here to make it so he don't have to do that no more.
I agree. But even if that was his intention, let's say that was his intention. I'm helping you out. Let's say that was his intention.
Okay, I'm still flaming you up.
When it comes to shows like this, does it feel like you're in a fishbowl too much? No, not really. I mean, I guess we are in a fishbowl because there's a bunch of people watching us, but the feel of it is like I'm in a room full of my friends and associates having a really good time and putting on a good show. The fishbowl aspect comes, I think, when you pay too much attention to the social medias, the subreddits, the commentary, YouTube commentary. If you get too deep into that, it'll feel more fishbowl. And I intentionally try to avoid that. Not because I don't want to interact with the fans, but I don't want to be a fish. Do you enjoy on-air conversations about staff performance? No, I do not. I don't like performance reviews. I don't like contract negotiations and talks. I don't like podcasting about podcasting unless it's about the industry of podcasting, or if we're talking about the Rod Wave FaceTime stuff, that's just funny to me. But I don't like potting about ourselves at all. I think it's tacky, it's boring, I think it's self-serving, I think that it lays into the fishbowl narrative, and I don't think that we should be fish. We're big fish at the very least, and big fish don't concern themselves with this type of shit.
Bro, what?
All right.
Nigga, you talking to a nigga who, first off, watches performances on two different aspects. Being a part of it and then also being in the audience. I know what it takes to be a performer. So I can tell that if Bruno was given the same budget of a Beyonce, it would be just as entertaining. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that.
Well,
that's a fact.
Well, get a budget.
That's not. Come on.
Fuck we talking about, nigga.
Yeah, now you sound like
because now y'all niggas moving the goalposts.
What Rihanna? Hey,
good luck booking that stage.
Good luck booking that stage.
Yo, the natural ability to get on the stage and perform is something totally different from being able to have a budget that makes your show liver than what you are.
Bro,
I'm just telling you. Don't get me fucked up. Beyonce is a great performer. But she is not even top 5 when we start getting down to the people with natural talent for that stage.
Can you agree that
nigga,
today
that girl can move
Beyonce's
her fucking body for hours?
Nobody said she can't, but
That's
there are 5 people who can do it better than her.
No, they can't.
There's nothing wrong with saying that.
I be seeing what people mean when they say I be sounding angry. Oh, do you still 10 toes down on your Beyonce take that she is not a top 10 performer? Well, my take wasn't that she was in top 10. My take was that she was in top 5. I had a 6. Do people realize how many performers there are on earth? And to be considered top 6 out of all of the greats, that's a compliment. Like, I understand people thinking me not putting her first, second, or third is like offensive, but it's not. Yeah, I stand 10 toes down on it. Yeah, she's 6 to me. Has the hive come for you? Are you able to move around comfortably? Yo, the hive chewed me up. That hive is sick. I know I shouldn't say this because you're gonna probably come for me again, but the hive like dug up like my mom's funeral picture and posted it and thought that was a way to get back at me for talking about Beyonce. The hive is sick, and I don't want y'all to come for me again, but I'm comfortable. I think I've said enough nice things about Beyonce since, so that it can kind of balance out the hate. But yeah, they definitely came for me.
We used to call them survivors.
Aren't we all in the community?
No.
Aren't you in the community?
Joe, I said we used to call them survivors.
Joe didn't know it was a community. Let him know
Yo,
he's in it.
This man makes a lot of jokes about Michael Jackson, right? But he was running behind Dr. York all them years.
Oh.
You can't do that. You can't make fun of the man who's accused of shit when you followed the man who was actually doing it. You can't do that.
This
wrote that at
nigga
home.
is hot.
That was a big joker.
Fire.
I'm just saying, it's not fair. I let it go by so many times. That's not
He's saying
fair.
to take one and know one.
Why are you down to crash out about Michael Jackson? Yo, Michael Jackson, listen. The very first song I learned how to sing was Michael Jackson, You Can't Win, off the Wiz soundtrack. Very first dance steps I learned was Michael Jackson's moves. Like, when it comes to entertainment, still to this day, I study Michael like he is still providing us with new entertainment. He is the biggest reason to why I'm even in this thing. that we call entertainment. So I'm going to crash out over him, especially when I think people are playing on his name. That's just less than how they should. And Mark shouldn't make those jokes. Like Mark got to stop. He ain't had that energy for Teddy Riley when he was here. Like if you gonna do that with me, like do it with the guy that really knew Mike. He can like really tell you some things. So now I'm gonna always crash out for Mike. And let's just be very clear. Let's just say the day come where there's some provided proof that Mike was on bullshit. I'll disown Mike. It'll be hard to not listen to the music no more, but I'll disown him too. But until that point, I'm crashing out for Mike every time. He, nigga. What is your plan for the release night of the Michael Jackson movie? Okay, I got it lined out already. So I just ordered my new jacket. Got a custom-made little jacket. I'm going dolo. I don't want to go with anybody because I don't want nobody talking to me. I don't want nobody interrupting me. I want to be left alone to enjoy this. I'm going to listen to Off the Wall and Thriller and Bad on the way there, a little bit dangerous. I'm not going to get no popcorn. I'm not going to get no food. I don't want to be interrupted by anything. I'm not going to drink no water because I don't want to have to do no bathroom breaks. If I do, I'm just going to piss on myself. I'm be honest with you. I'm not moving for this shit. Do you know, a big part of me getting off probation and not getting in trouble is because I said probation is over in February. If I get in trouble before, there's a chance that I'll be in jail and miss the Michael movie. I don't want to miss this movie. I can't. I've been waiting for this since I was a kid and wanting them to give him the type of representation that he deserves. So yeah, I got my whole shit lined up. And then when I leave the theater, I'm gonna get in the car, I'm gonna play some more Michael, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If you were to become a member of the main pod, not just Patreon, how would you approach it versus when you started the show? That's a good question. I would 100%, and I think I still do prep, or I'm pretty knowledgeable of current event stuff, but I would prep more on that because I don't feel like it's needed from me at this point when we actually get on Patreon. Like, we do have main topics, but a lot of it goes covered in the main. So I would prep more for that. Outside of that, I wouldn't change anything about character or anything like that. I probably would, well, no, I would definitely focus on not stepping on points and not making it so much of a friend dynamic at that point. I will focus on the fact that we are covering main events and current events and do a way more studying than I already do now.